what's up? I'm Shelby. Welcome back to the Homespun Hive. Today I wanted to share this awesome little tool that I use for my daughter's eczema. It is the DIY Soothing Eczema Bath Tea. It's a ridiculously simple tool to use in soothing eczema. I got the idea from our homeopath and it was so simple. I honestly did not think it was going to work. So it's just a piece of fabric, muslin fabric, cut into like a tea bag shape. I'll show you guys how I do that. And then you throw in some oatmeal and chamomile tea, and you make this fancy little tea bag and just throw it right into the bath, and you get great results with skin. I'm talking like silky smooth skin. I'm not saying that this is going to make your eczema go away right away, but it's definitely going to take the itchiness, the scaliness, the dryness down quite a few notches. It's been really great for my daughter when she has really flaring up skin. I love it, and it's so simple, especially when you're a busy mom and you're like, oh my gosh, my kid is just upset, scratching, cannot get them to stop. You know, nobody likes to see that, and it's just something that's really easy to just basically pull right out of your pantry. Takes 2 minutes to prep, and yeah, it's just really easy. So a couple things before we get started. I'm gonna show you how to make a reusable bath tea bag, and you can use any kind of cotton fabric, anything with like an open weave, but obviously the holes need to be small enough that little pieces of your tea or your oatmeal are not going to seep through, because then you will have quite a mess to clean up. So I'm using muslin cloth that I have in my scrap pile. You could even use something like an old t-shirt, anything that is just going to be like breathable and let the water in when this is soaking in the tub, and let the good stuff flow out while it's soaking in the tub. If you are working with someone who already has sensitive skin, it's going to be really important to keep your ingredients clean. We use organic oatmeal when we eat, and I use the organic oatmeal when I put it in the tub. We get our oatmeal from Azure Standard. It's a food co-op, but you can get like bulk ingredients for a really good price if you're looking for like a lot of organic things that are hard to find. But Amazon does carry organic oats. You just want to be careful because oats are really heavily sprayed with glyphosate and probably lots of other things. Then also the chamomile that we have is organic. I'm going to link the Amazon link down below for where to get this. Again, I mean, if you're going to ingest anything, it's best if it's organic, and if you're going to put it on your skin, it's even better if it's organic, especially if you're dealing with someone who has broken out skin and stuff like that. And always use your best judgment. If you've never used oatmeal with your child before, obviously use caution, test it on them, you know, make sure they're not going to have a reaction before you throw them in the tub and let them soak for 20 minutes with something like this. Same with the chamomile. But yeah, that's about it on that. Okay, so what we're looking to do is cut a square that's about 6 inches by 6 inches, and then the 2 diagonal corners, we're going to leave a little tail about 3 or so inches long. As you can see, I start out by cutting that little tail end first, and then I just go down and start cutting the side of my square, and then I'm going to turn the corner and start cutting the bottom of the square. And from there, it's going to look like I'm cutting a really long rectangle, but what I'm doing is making enough room for the bottom part of the square and then the tail end too. So you'll see I turn the fabric, and now I'm going to go back and cut the opposite side down of that square and then the rest of that little tail end. You can head over to the blog post to see the exact amounts of chamomile and oatmeal that I add to the tea bag, but this is how you want to tie it up. Essentially, what you're going to do is just grab all the ends and leave the tail sticking out of the top, and make sure to bring your hand below all of those loose pieces because you don't want any openings. So you take your tail, wrap it around one way, take your other tail, wrap it around the opposite way. Usually 2 times is what I do, and then you tie a knot and you are good to go. To make this tea bag reusable, you would just empty its contents into the trash or compost once you're done with it, and then throw it in the washer and wash and dry it. Alright guys, see, I told you that was so easy, and it's even easier to use, like I said, once you have your reusable fabric tea bag all cut up exactly how you want and you throw your ingredients in, you just toss it in the bath. To get the good benefits, you need to soak for at least 15 minutes. The water needs to be warm, and I like to let my kids squeeze this and get all that good stuff out. Your water, because you're using tea and the oats too, but the tea is gonna make your bath water look like, well, tea. And then I will even take my little bath tea and encourage my daughters to like scrub any problem areas on their body with it, kind of like a little loofah. It's gentle, but I mean, use common sense. If there's angry, broken skin, it's probably best that you don't like, you know, exfoliate it or something with this excessively. But it's a great way to target any problem areas that you have by using this as like a little loofah or whatever. So yeah, that's how I use this. This is what I do. It works great for us, and if you have some problem skin and you're really just looking for help, give it a try. I know, it's so simple. When my homeopath told us to try it, I was like, sure, I guess, but at one point I was like at my wit's end, and I was just like, what can I do? And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try an oatmeal bath. And so we did it, and I haven't stopped since then. I just started adding the chamomile, and I really like it for my daughter's skin. If you want to know like the technical, more like scientific reasons on like why oatmeal or chamomile is good for your skin and can help people with eczema, I'll leave a link down below to my actual blog post where I talk a little more in depth on that. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit subscribe and see what I've got coming next. I hope you enjoyed this. Hit like if you liked it too, and I'll see you next time.